This session will be about assessing positions that we get from a program that named chesstempo. It has many features, but I am concentrating today only on the training part. Here is the training. There are many other options, and this is the free version. If you want to pay, you can get much more from the same program. So let's demonstrate a position. Now, white has moved bishop took a e4. I am black, and I have to play and win. You can stop now the video and think about it. I will try to explain what I understand from this position. Okay, so let's start. White has a queen and two bishops. Black has a rook, two bishops, and a knight. So the position, if we speak only about the pieces, is almost equal. What are the dangers in the position? Let's look about it. First, we see that if the white bishop was not here, it didn't exist, let's say, we could fork with the knight, the king, and the queen. You see, if I move the knight here, it's a fork. Unfortunately, this bishop disturbs us. So we cannot do it yet. If we take the bishop, then it would be possible. Of course, white could take our knight and prevent it, but then he will lose another piece. So I think this is a good idea. Let's try and see if it's correct. I'm taking the bishop. He took the knight. I take the bishop. And perfect. This was correct. Okay. So now we can continue to the next exercise. The exercises will become more and more difficult if we solve them correctly. The green bar shows you your current rating. Of course, it's artificial because I'm solving it, and you gained by solving this correctly 84 points. The position was not too difficult. It was 1,200 points. It's a measurement of the difficulty of the position. Don't look at the time that is running here. I want you to assess the position as accurately as you can and not to look at the watch. As long as the watch is running, you get less and less points, but this is not important at all. At this stage, the only thing that you have to do is look at the position. So let's go to the next one. Okay, now white played king f1, and I am black, and I have again to try and win. White attacks this pawn, the g7 pawn, with three pieces, the rook, the queen, and the bishop. So it's a very dangerous attack, but now he cannot do really anything because I protect it with the queen, the bishop, and the king. So no danger immediately. Let's look what we can do. First, look at the checks. I can check here, but is it really worth it? What does it do? I don't see any point of doing this now. But there is another check that is very good for me. Look, the king can be checked here, 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 here. I will show you. The king can be checked here, but this is losing immediately the queen. It can be checked here, again losing the queen. It can check here, again losing the king, queen. It can check at b1, but this doesn't help us. But look at this wonderful move. If I go to a6 and check the white king, he loses immediately the rook. So I'm taking the rook and I won. Okay. So I get again 58 points, but don't look at it. Just play the best you can. I'm taking the next position. Again, remember, think about it, stop the video, and try to make your best move as much as you can. Okay, again, black has two rooks and a knight. White has one rook, bishop, and knight. Black has 4 pawns and white has 6 pawns. So if we think only about material, white is even a bit better. But let's see if we can do something. Again, how can I check the white king? I can check it with the pawn, but it loses immediately the pawn. I can check it with the knight here, like this, taking the bishop. And white takes it back. So I don't see what it helps us so much. Okay, I see. If we take the bishop, the defense on the pawn on the f5 gets away, and this is with a tempo because I hit it with the knight saying check. So I do like this, take the pawn with the rook, and it's a mate. You see the sign here, this is a mate. So this was the third position that we solved. Let's take another one. Okay, black moved king to g7. Now white has to try and mate him, if possible. Okay, again, let's look at the checks. First, both sides has a queen and 2 knights. Black has 6 pawns, white has 5 pawns. So black is better, but white attacks the black king with the queen and the knight, and also this knight is very near. So let's see if we can do something. First, the checks. I can check here, but he will take immediately the knight with the pawn. I can check here, and if I check here, the king could move to h6. Let's see if we can do something. What can we do? Okay, if I go here and check the black king and he moves to the last rank, how can I benefit from this? I could move here. I don't really see anything dangerous. What can I do? Okay, let's think. I can check also with the queen on g6. on g8. Then he takes my knight. I check it again. He goes, okay, this is the solution. This is the solution, probably. Here is a check, another check, another check. So this was quite complicated, but it's a mate in 3 moves. Not so easy to see, but if you check and try all the possibilities, you will be able to find the solution. Let's do another one. Okay, so again, first thing, we check the pieces. So both sides have 2 rooks. Black has 2 bishops, and white has a bishop and a knight. Both of them have 5 pawns, so the position is equal, but black has a very dangerous attack. If it would be his turn, it would be really dangerous because he could check us here. And even if we hit the rook, he can take the knight with the second rook. He has to be here, come here. It's very, very bad. Okay, let's see what we can do. We can check on d5, on d6, and then black would have to come here. Let's see. We can come here, then he will go to c7. This doesn't seem good. If we go to d6, black must go to either b5 or c5. b5 looks terrible because the bishop attacks the b5, and we just have to move the knight, and it will be a check. If he goes to c5, what can we do? Okay, okay. It's nothing. No, no. Wait 1 moment. If I go to d6, and he comes here, let's try it. Now, I think that I have to go again. So this was the first move, it was correct. Now I think if I go here, and he comes back, Okay. This was really difficult. It was a mat in 4 moves. It was difficult to see it. So don't despair, you just have to think, but probably you will get much easier problems. So let's sum what we learned from those 5 positions. First, look at the pieces. See if you are in an advantage or if the pieces are equal. Then look at the position, if it's sharp, if you have any attacks, if you have any checks, if there is a piece hanging. Look everything. Look at all the possibilities of putting the enemy king in check. Then think, how will the position look at the next move? One idea could be to set the position with the pieces on a real board and try to play with the pieces until you are almost certain of the answer. Then come back to the computer and do your move and see if it's correct or not. I wish you fun trying this and enjoy the beautiful program Chess Tempo.